Hello and welcome to episode 10, What to Do When Caregiving Starts Affecting Your Work. I'm Dr. Anna Thomas. I'm a physician, caregiver advocate, and founder of Life Care Leadership. This podcast is for professionals who are doing the impossible. They're balancing work, life, and care. Whether you're a caregiver yourself or a leader supporting a team that includes caregivers, this space is for you. Each week, we unpack real strategies, leadership insights, and mindset shifts to help you thrive, not just survive, in the age of caregiving. Let's get into it. If you're a professional, a leader, or someone who takes pride in your work and you've noticed your performance starting to slip because of caregiving, this episode is for you. Maybe you've missed some deadlines. You started turning off your camera on Zoom more often. Maybe you've forgotten details that you used to remember easily. Or you found yourself rushing through the day just trying to keep everything from falling apart. You might be wondering, is my reputation taking a hit? Is my team noticing? Can I really keep doing both? These are the quiet fears of many working caregivers. And today, we're going to talk about what to do when caregiving begins to affect your professional life. But here's the good news. You're not powerless. You're not failing. You just might need a new approach. So let's start here. You're doing 2 full-time jobs right now, often with no training, no roadmap, no space to rest. Caregiving doesn't clock out at 5 p.m., right? You're managing medications and appointments and paperwork and emotional support. And maybe you're parenting at the same time young children while taking care of an older adult. So if your work isn't being impacted, I would be surprised. And that doesn't mean that you're broken. It means your current system is unsustainable. And this needs leadership, not hustle, not shame, leadership. And here's what I recommend. And so I teach inside the Thrive and Lead coaching program. This is a 3-part strategy for showing up at work without sacrificing yourself at home. Step 1, shift from hiding to strategic disclosure. Many caregivers try to push through and hide what's going on, but that only creates confusion for your team and guilt for you. Now, you don't have to share your whole story, but a clear professional heads up can open doors that you didn't know existed. You might say, guys, I'm currently supporting a family member through a health situation. I'm committed to my work. I want to be transparent in case I need to shift a deadline or request some flexibility. This lets your colleagues or your manager know that you're being proactive, you're still engaged, you're not asking for pity, just partnership. Leaders appreciate clarity, and most will meet you with more grace than you think, especially if you come prepared with solutions. Step 2, recalibrate your workload intentionally. Once you've opened that door, take the next step. Adjust with purpose. That could mean asking to shift 1 meeting per week to asynchronous updates, requesting a 30-day reprioritization of certain projects, delegating one area of responsibility for a set period of time, setting specific windows where you're unavailable, but everything else is fully covered. You're not asking to do less. You're asking to work a little bit differently because you're leading 2 complicated systems. And if you're self-employed or an entrepreneur, you still need to adjust. That might mean pausing a launch, hiring temporary help, or renegotiating your load. See, leadership is not about pushing harder. It's about protecting your capacity with vision. Step 3 is to build a rhythm that protects both roles. See, caregiving and career don't have to cancel each other out, but they do require a rhythm that respects your energy, not just your calendar. Ask yourself, what time of day do I think most clearly? Can I reserve that for more focused work? What caregiving tasks create the most disruption? And can they be adjusted or delegated? Or is there something that could be automated? Where can I build in a short reset moment between these roles? Sometimes the fix isn't a big change. It's a series of small shifts that reduce decision fatigue and restore momentum. So here's an example. One of my clients blocked 30 minutes each morning for a caregiving check-in. Instead of letting those interruptions scatter her entire day, she built a routine, she trained her family, and then she reclaimed some time in the afternoon for herself for deep focus. This is what care leadership looks like in action. If you're worried that caregiving is hurting your performance, I want you to hear this clearly. You don't need to choose between being a great employee and being a present caregiver. You just need tools, support, and a strategy to make both sustainable. And here's what I'm going to help you with. So these are your next steps. First of all, you can join me for one of my workshops, Caregiver to Care Leader. We're going to cover communication scripts, work-life structure, and time leadership so you stop spiraling and start leading. You can grab my book, Balancing Care While Working. It's written exactly for this season with practical examples, boundaries, tools to protect both your peace and your professional path. And if your company wants to support caregiving employees like you, check out the Lead Through the Storm workshop or the Organizational Caregiver Culture Assessment. One small shift can ripple through an entire team, bringing positive change for everyone. You're going to find everything in the description or at lifecareleadership.com. Remember that you don't have to be everything to everyone. You just have to lead with what's yours, with wisdom, with boundaries, with clarity. So thanks for spending this time with me. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this with someone who's trying to juggle it all. And come back next week for the next podcast. Remember, you've got this, and I've got you.